This is the Akara cube controlling the Somfy shade. Hey, what's up? Alex here. I recently included these two smart home devices into my setup. The Lytmi Sync box with lighting kit, which is basically a TV backlight that's able to keep changing colors based on the content you are watching. And the Bond Bridge, which is simply an IRR blaster that has some important differentiators for me. These types of devices are what I think every smart home should have, and specifically these two are actually very good alternatives to some of the more popular brands that you might know of. Okay, so let's take a closer look at each of them. The Lytmi Sync box with lighting kit. For starters, we have no clue what this does. Instead of having a light strip behind your TV with fixed colors, this is able to keep changing colors by using a HDMI sync box because it knows what colors are happening on the screen based on the HDMI input. Packaging includes the HDMI sync box, 2 sets of light strips, a HDMI cable, a power adapter, and attachments for you to stick at the 4 corners. Some of you might think that this is a lot of work to get this installed and set up, but it's actually very straightforward and shouldn't take you more than an hour with an instruction manual for you to follow. First, stick the 4 corner attachments at the back of the TV in the correct order. Next, we'll be sticking the LED strips. Both of the light strips will either start at the bottom left or bottom right corner. One will go from the side and cover the top. The other will go from the bottom and cover the other side. Then, lastly, cut away the excess. Both strips will end either at the top left or top right depending on your starting point. Once done, each of the USB will go to specific ports on the sync box. You can either have the sync box placed directly behind the TV or hide it inside your TV console provided the cables are long enough for you. For me, I prefer to place it behind the TV just to reduce the number of cables I will need to hide under the casing. Lastly, just connect the 2 HDMI ports. One is going to a TV, the other one is going to an input device. An input device can be a PC or laptop, a gaming console, or a TV setup device like an Apple TV, Google Chromecast, or any setup box. Very important to note that a HDMI sync box can only work if you're connecting to one of these external sources. It won't work if you're just watching directly from the TV apps. Finally, power on the device and it will work by itself. There is no calibration or further configurations you have to set. If you want to control the brightness or have it integrated into your smart home setup, then you need to set it up on the app. This is a Tuya device, so you can use the Smart Life app or basically any Tuya branded apps. It is able to automatically detect the device and add it to the app. So of course with Smart Life, it is integrated to my SmartThings where I can set automations there. Or you can have it directly go to your Google Home or Alexa for voice control. The Lytmi Sync box with lighting kit costs $99 with free shipping to Singapore. This is a very good budget alternative to Philips Hue, which is significantly more expensive. And another option other people consider is the Govee TV lights. I have that in my setup as well. The Lytmi is slightly more expensive, but gives a better color accuracy and doesn't have the camera on top sticking out. But if you don't have a HDMI input device and you are only watching directly from the TV apps, then Govee is your only option. Overall, I personally feel that having a RGB TV backlight is able to bring on a different TV experience. Then having the lights able to dynamically change is another whole new level, even further enhancing the immersion experience. You can either set to follow the TV screen content or even use it to sync with music instead. This is one of those smart home solutions that I would definitely always implement for my future homes. The next item is an IRR blaster. I've covered them in my channel before, but what's so special about this one coming from a company called Bond? Okay, again for starters, an IRR blaster is basically able to make your remote controlled devices smart in a way that not only you are able to control them via the device and not requiring the physical remote control anymore, they are also integrated to various smart home platforms which you can then set automations with them. So apparently, if you're looking for RF capability, I only know of Broadlink that's able to do that. A user from Hardware Zone forum shared with me that he has been using the bond bridge to control his Somfy shades. And that immediately caught my attention because both Broadlink and Somfy, device and app, are not very good, and both also couldn't integrate to SmartThings. So I definitely had to check out this bond bridge because it could potentially address all my requirements. I bought this from Amazon at 99 USD, got it shipped through EasyShip, which cost me about 7 SGD. Anyway, I always use EasyShip for any shipment coming from US. Opening the package, you can find a simple instruction guide. The device itself is in black glossy material. There is a US type adapter which I won't be using. Then lastly, a black mini USB cable which is pretty long. The first thing you have to do is to decide where to place it. Note that to control RF devices, you have to have line of sight, and for RF, it will be a range depending on the device itself. In the Bond app, the first thing you want to do is to add a Bond bridge device. Once added, you can find a region setting. I selected Australia, assuming that will have a lower server latency compared to US. Then there is backup and restore feature, so you could back up all your configuration settings and have them restored back easily. Okay, now we can proceed to add remote control. You can see there are 5 device types: ceiling fan, window shades, light, fireplace, and generic device. This means that it only have preset templates for these device types. Let's look at window shades first. Here are the preset brands. You can select other and have the Bond bridge learn the remote. For my case, I'm going to select Somfy. Follow the steps to make my Somfy shade discoverable by the app. And it's done. You have the up and down controls, and Y is the customized percentage that is set on the Somfy remote. So far, very impressed seeing how easy it works. For ceiling fans, there are no preset brands. You will straight away see a list of controls for a typical ceiling fan, and I would say it has almost everything you would expect to have. Even for ceiling fans that come with lights, it has those controls as well. Simply select the control command you want, then press the actual button on your remote control. It will automatically detect whether it is IR or RF signal. There's no need to choose that, and also no need to input the RF frequency as well. It's all automatically detected by the device. Repeat the same steps for all the button controls you want, then it's done. For a generic remote, you only have 3 command buttons. For integration, it has Google, Alexa, and SmartThings. Just apply the usual way and you should see all the devices inside the app. This is how they will appear in SmartThings, and this is how they look at Google Home. Overall, I would say if you have Somfy products, you will definitely want to get the Bond bridge. It is much cheaper than Somfy's own hub. The app works much better, and you can also add other IR RF devices from other brands. But the Bond bridge costs about twice the price of a Broadlink RM4. So if you're on a budget, you don't have Somfy shades, and you don't need the integration with SmartThings, then of course go with Broadlink instead. Alright, some of you might be waiting for this moment because it's time to announce the winners for my previous video giveaway. Let me share with you some numbers. We have a very close to 1,000 responses, and here's a breakdown of what you guys have picked. I exported the results into a spreadsheet, ran a random number picker, then cross-check whether a comment is made in the video. So here are the lucky winners. For Neil, set 1 goes to Janice Pei, set 2 goes to David Goh, set 3 goes to Benjamin Hing. For Home Auto, set 1 goes to Leslie, set 2 goes to Kenny Su, set 3 goes to Brian Lau. For Mover, set 1 goes to Xiao Guo Xing Shen Huo, set 2 goes to Kimberly Chu. Lastly, the robot vacuum, about 370 of you selected this, and the lucky winner is Buns Q by the Bay. Congratulations to the winners. So what you need to do is simply touch base with me, DM me on IG or send me an email. Alright, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Currently, I'm testing out a few cleaning tech appliances and a whole lot of Wi-Fi 6 mesh systems, currently about 8 of them. So these are coming next. Oh, and my new home office room tour, desk tour for this year. Can't wait to do this video. So lots of interesting videos coming up. Do remember to subscribe to this channel. I'm still hoping to hit 50,000 subscribers this year. Okay, thanks for watching and all the support. See you in the next one. Bye.